Bye, Josiah. Well, I just came from the gym not too long ago, and then I had to quickly. My goodness, my face is breaking. I just dropped off Josiah at school. And now we're about to go grocery shopping. So that's fun. Today is payday. Woo, 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 woo. Today is an awesome day. Let me tell you. This morning, you know, I know as a Christian, you're supposed to be paying tithes. And I understood that we had to pay tithes. I just didn't understand, like, in depth, like, the reason behind it. I just knew that in Malachi, you know, you're supposed to pay tithes. Well, I've been taking this class, this free class at Victory Worship Center, financial management. And they went more in depth with stewardship and stuff. And I learned a lot so far. I'm learning so much. And I was just like, you know what? Now that I understand, I'm understanding why it's important to tithe. We paid our first tithes this morning. And it's like immediately stuff just happened. Like I finally paid off my membership with LA Fitness, and we were finally able to file taxes. And you know, for some people they might be like, well, that just sounds little to me, but if you only knew our situation, that's huge to us. So, you know, I'm excited, I'm grateful, and yeah, it's the beginning of change. Seems to be my quote for 2015. I'm just loving it. I'm enjoying it, you know, and I just feel that it's just going to keep getting better and better. So, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sitting here watching waiting for my boys to get out of school. I wanted to show y'all my lunch. And then my snack will be an orange. And it's pretty good. The dressing I have on there is it's called Vermont Honey Dijon Mustard. It's only 40 calories. It's actually pretty good. It's on a tuna on top of the tuna was on with some sunflower oil. So it wasn't in vegetable oil or water, but it was in sunflower oil. And I put that on a bed of spring mixed lettuce. And yeah, it actually tastes pretty good. Well, hello guys. We're staying out here of my husband's job to see action, kind of. Well, they have PT today. Had to bring good stuff. Had a rough morning, but I'm okay. Everything's gonna get better, and I'm not worried about it. This is all in God's hands, but that's what we're doing. People playing loud music and stuff. Say hey. That's what we're doing.
Oh, that's a big day. Look, Mama keeps a bill with day. Saya, the sweet is day. Huh? Look.
You look at him, he's at work. All right. As you see, this is fried cabbage. Pretty much just put the bacon in there and let it cook, and then I threw the cabbage in. It tastes so good. So good. And then for my family today, last night I had some other pork chops. And I decided to make it like I showed you in my other video. So in this one, I used those thin pork chops and made them some more than pork chops. I don't make it that for them often, but I wanted to use it up. And then of course my rice maker is making. I'm about to throw down tonight.
Gay.
Oh, look at that.
What? What did you say?
Yes? Oh, pick that up, boy. What do you want to eat? I know I got some. I'm gonna make you some cupcakes today.
Mama, do you got these?
Well, we're gonna keep it simple today. Give me that. My allergies are jacked up. Jaden is coughing.
I told you not to.
We were supposed to do something a little bit with our friends, but it's like the weather changed and jacked everybody up. So we're gonna stay in the house today. It's gonna make them some chicken and wish I had some chips because we could make some chicken tacos or something. I don't know, but this is what I'm gonna make.
Mama.
Jeremiah, probably make some cupcakes for the boys. Put the little frosting on it. Why are you touching me? So yeah. No, Jeremiah, put that back. My baby is 2 years old today. Let me give you a little story. I remember I was in the hospital and I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, I'm in so much pain, thinking like, oh, these people are gonna send me back. Well, his heart rate kept dropping. So I had to, they kept me. It was like 39 weeks one day. And of course my water did not break. So since I was positive, I had to go get the antibiotics. Y'all pregnant women know what I'm talking about. I had to get the antibiotics taken care of, and then once that was done, they broke my water. As soon as they broke my water, he was here like in 45 minutes. Of course, when babies come out, they start crying. There's a select few that just don't cry. Well, my little guy, he came out screaming and yelling. Like, he was just like screaming. But as soon as they put him on my chest, he stopped crying and looked straight at me and was like he knew that I was his mama. I was like, that was weird. And it was just weird because they were like, no, we want him to continue to cry and cry. But he just stopped crying. He just looked up at me like, he's like, I know that I'm safe now. These crazy folks over here trying to do whatever. But of course, as soon as they moved him, he started crying again. Every time the nurse came in there and picked him up, he was crying. But as soon as I grabbed him, because there was one other time that the nurse had to come check on him and stuff, and she picked him up and everything, and clearly I could tell she is not a mama. Anyways, she was there trying to get him quiet and stuff like that, so I took her back, and he was still crying. His eyes were closed, and all I said, I whispered in his ear, I said, Jeremiah, and he just stopped crying, and he looked at me. I was like, the weirdest thing. He is the first one out of the three that actually responded in that way so quickly. Jaden, he also wanted to get that at your mouth. He also wanted to being put on my chest, but it wasn't like skin to skin contact. It was like he had the towel underneath me, but for him it was like direct, right on top of me. And Josiah, I didn't get a chance to really hold him for the first 4 hours because he had a rough time coming in. But yeah, that was a great moment for me when it came for Jeremiah, because I don't know, it was just so weird. And now he's just like glued to my hip. He can't seem to just leave me. He wants to be with me at all times, and so is Josiah. But them two, out of the two, I expected them to be like that because, you know, I breastfed both of them, strictly breastfed them I breastfed Josiah for 15 months. I breastfed Jeremiah for 21, almost 22 months. And Jaden, I only got a chance to do it for 4. And then he was formula for the rest of the time. And I think, yeah, and Jaden was the only one who had pacifiers and bottles. The other two, they wouldn't take a bottle. They wouldn't take a passy. They just did not like it. They were true breastfed babies. And those two are the main ones that always, like, they had a choice, they probably would just stay with me, versus Troy, which Jaden, he gravitated to his dad, so he's more like a daddy's boy. Josiah, he's kind of like in between. It just depends on what Jaden's doing. If Jaden's doing this, then he'll want to do what Jaden's doing. And the same with Jeremiah, but for the most part, if they had to choose, probably Josiah will probably stay with me and Jeremiah. But yeah, that's just to give you a little story of Mr. Jeremiah Owen Jenkins, my baby boy, to today. Time just flies by. Look at him. Jeremiah, pick that up and put it in the trash. Let's get some breakfast going.